What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the garage. It is time to start the new project. Now, the new project car is still not telling you what it is. It's not here yet. It should be arriving a little bit later this month. But here's what I can tell you. It came out of a field. Looks like a barn find. It's going to be super awesome. It does not have an engine or a transmission, however, though. And so I was doing some research, looking at some prices, trying to figure out what I wanted to do for an engine in that car while I was waiting on trying to sell this thing. That being said, engines are just expensive, and I don't think I'm going to have the kind of money that I want. So I think for now we're going to go more rat rod on this thing than anything else. I already have this car, and while yes, the transmission's pretty much shot and the engine needs help, might as well just take the engine out, rebuild it, find a different transmission out of something else, and we'll use this engine and transmission on the new project car and just see what we can make with that. So I'm just going to jump right into it, start up a time lapse. I'm going to start tearing into this thing, see if I can get the engine out of it. Alright, so made some progress here. More of a mess than progress, really. Realized as I was doing it that floor dry does not work as well with coolant as it does with oil, so that's a mess. I don't have drain pans, that's why we moved, and in the move, the movers couldn't take drain pans with them, so I just tossed them out. And then, honestly, I got ahead of myself on this and decided I didn't feel like going and buying drain pans, so this is where we're at. Alright, progress on the car so far. I got the intake manifold off, which was an absolute pain because it was connected to all kinds of hoses and stuff back in here, which was just a nightmare to try to get out. So, luckily most of the stuff's going to be getting replaced with aftermarket parts. Once I get it into the new project car, a lot of this is going to get replaced with aftermarket stuff. A lot of stuff is going to get deleted, so like power steering, Power steering might be done a little bit differently, or we might just not have it at all. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to wait till I get the new project car here and take a look at kind of what we're working with. But like for sure the air conditioning is not going to be needed or useful, so no air conditioning, things like that we can kind of get rid of. And I'm going to try to replace some of this Ford stuff with maybe some different aftermarket stuff that might work a little bit better. Making pretty good progress on this compared to that last Crossfire project. Moving a little bit faster with this one. And it's not because of the build that it is. This is a Ford, so it's pain in the ass. There's all kinds of wires and cables and hoses connected every which way. Reason it's going faster is because I'm not trying to save everything. So like the electrical, looking at using probably like a Haltech system on the new vehicle. So a lot of the sensors and pretty much the entire wiring harness is going to get replaced with something aftermarket and new. So I'm just cutting through all that, saying screw it. The main goal is to try to get the engine and transmission out of this car, separate the trans. I'm going to pull the engine and trans all in one, and then I'm going to drop the trans off after I get it out of the car. That's probably going to be the easiest way to get it, just because it's such a tight space back there. I really don't feel like trying to contort myself to try to get under there and try to get all the bolts out of the bell housing. I think it'd be easier to just undo the transmission mount, knock off the drive shaft there, and then pull the whole thing out. I'm working right now on getting the radiator pulled out, and then to make the whole process easier of getting it out, I'm probably going to cut some of this core support and bumper out of here. That way we can just pull the whole thing forward and get it out of there real easy, because again, I'm not worried about saving anything. Once I get the engine and transmission out, there will probably be a few other parts that I pull off of the car, like just in case, things I might need. I'm going to try to find some cheap wheels and tires to put on this just so I can move it around and try to save these tires, because these are brand new. And I might try to use them on the new build. I'm not sure yet, but possibly. If not, I may even just try to sell them to recoup some of the money. But for the most part, once I'm done tearing this thing apart, it's going to the dump. The scrap yard. I'm going to haul it off to the scrap yard and junk it. So I'm mainly just trying to get space cleared so I can get this engine pulled out of here. So that's going to be the main goal for now. So I'm going to cut the core support out of there. I'm going to get rid of the cooling system. I've got the Sawzall out here just cutting the crap out of stuff to try to get it out of the way. And then, we'll go from there. New vehicle will be here closer to the end of the month. Again, can't tell you what it is, but it's awesome. I might show you before the end of the month. I'm thinking about possibly going out to where it's located and looking at it in person. If I do, I'll probably take the camera with and film some stuff. But if that doesn't end up happening, then you guys are just going to have to wait to see until it gets here, once it gets delivered, and then we'll go from there. But it's going to be a pretty sweet build. What I can tell you is it's going to be kind of like a rat rod style build, more than anything else. Initially, I was thinking maybe like street car, build it really nice, turn it into a show car or something like that. But then I decided, you know what, for the sake of cost and just having a good time, I'm going to go with the traditional style of building rat rods and just use what I have available to me. And I've got a perfectly good V8 engine right there that needs a little bit of top end work. So I'm going to pull this out of here and take whatever other parts I think I might be able to use off this car, and then get this hauled off to the scrap yard, and we'll get the new build in here real soon, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. Oops, I forgot to film, so made a little bit more progress on the vehicle here. Completely forgot to actually press the record button. Got the camera all set up, plugged in, ready to go, and then I didn't push record. So that's on me. But let me show you what I did. First of all, radiator and the condenser are gone. I also cut out a good chunk of the core support. I would have got this mess here cut out further, but I broke the saw blade and I don't have any more. So that's as far as that got. But looking at it, I think we should have more than enough clearance to be able to pull the whole motor and trans out. And then this also gives me a ton of space to try to get in and get to the motor mounts a little bit better, because the underside of this car is just so crammed. There's no room to get to anything. So the goal is just to get the motor out, even if it means destroying the car in the process. I don't care. I'm just getting the motor out. Let's see. I don't think I did much else than that. I mean, I just made a big mess in the process and been filling the car up with all the nastiness that I've been ripping off. So radiator and condenser and bits and pieces of the core support. This is a chunk of the core support I cut off. All sorts of wiring and other nonsense. But it did just dawn on me a few minutes ago as I was looking at the car, thinking about how we're going to continue, what the next steps are. I think part of getting the transmission disconnected and ready to pull with the engine is disconnecting all the shifter and stuff. So kind of made it hard for myself because now I have to clean all of this crap out of here so that I can get down to the shifter, pull all that apart, and try to get all that disconnected so that I can pull the transmission out. I'm not 100% sure that I need to do that, but I feel like I probably do. I'll crawl underneath here probably tomorrow sometime and see exactly what needs to be done there. I also know exhaust is going to be a bit of a pain. When I cut the cats off of the car recently, because it wasn't idling at all because the cats were so clogged, cut the cats off and I put together kind of a temporary exhaust, and in the process I stripped one of the bolts on the headers, so I can't really take the exhaust off without cutting it off, so we're gonna have some problems there as well. But in reality, it really shouldn't be that big of a deal because we're just using the Sawzall. So I think tomorrow I'm gonna pick up some stuff to clean up this mess that I made, and then we're gonna go ahead and get some new blades for the Sawzall. And I really don't think I need anything else. Drain pan, I do need a drain pan because I don't have one of those, and I am going to have to drain the oil out of this motor and the fluid out of the transmission. So I'll probably tomorrow go pick up a drain pan and some new blades for the saw. And then we'll get cracking on getting this the rest of the way out. But for now, that is it. I'm going to end the video off here. Stay tuned for the next one, and real soon we'll be getting that new vehicle in here. You guys are going to love it. It is a sweet vehicle, and it's going to be such a fun project to work on. I can't wait to show you guys. That's it for now. Stay tuned for the next one.